Greetings, I'm Doc V. February is Black History Month, and I would like to begin this series with a man named J.B. Stratton. J.B. Stratton earned his law degree back in 1899. And when he came into town, his law degree was not recognized. He had to pick up work anywhere to build up, save his cash, live meagerly until he could just build up enough stock to move ahead. Well, what J.B. Stratton did in the early 1900s is he bought a hotel. This was the first Black-owned hotel on record. J.B. Stratton built this hotel, and other Black businesses began to move into town. And to support what J.B. Stratton was doing, they piggybacked off of his success, and his clients became their clients. And this thing began to build up. Over a period of months and years, there were construction companies, dentist offices, entertainment, movie theaters. It just flourished and grew. But what J.B. Stratton did not know was that in the early 1900s, being Black and a Black millionaire was a death sentence. The whole community was destroyed. Planes came in with fire bombs, dropped on 30 square blocks of this community that was built up in Oklahoma. This community was better known as Black Wall Street. J.B. Stratton and his family were killed. His kids were pulled out and shot and burned up right in front of him. People ran into the streets, 300 Black men. They tried to fight, but they couldn't. They were killed. All the property was destroyed, went up in smoke. No law enforcement, no government, no insurance. Destroyed. There are times in our recent history where the wider society, when they look at the plight of Black people and they ask, well, why couldn't you pull yourself up by your bootstraps? Why couldn't you get your own? Why couldn't you build up? Other people that have come from other countries and they've built up and they've made it. What's wrong with you? Well, these people from other countries that have come to the United States and built themselves up weren't this color. They were not this color. For some reason, this color brought about a stigma, or it identified you as a threat, or us as a threat, and it was torn down. This incident is duplicated on several different occasions in several different parts of the United States. This was recognized. It was recognized that this was an issue and that this was a problem, to the point that Jim Crow laws stated that Blacks could only work at a certain location. They could only take or be accepted to work on certain types of jobs. Blacks were not allowed to be on the streets at night. Blacks were not allowed to make too much noise, or they would be arrested and put back in jail and put right back on those cotton fields. So even after slavery, even after the Emancipation Proclamation in 1863, Blacks still had a terrible time, a rough time trying to excel and trying to make it. And when communities did get enough money and get enough unity, or obtain enough unity to build and to be independent and to pull away and have their own strong entity, it was attacked and destroyed. Yes, being a Black millionaire in the early 1900s was a death sentence. A lot of people, or many people, they don't understand true Black history. Even myself have been guilty of it. When I was young, I thought that Blacks were running around half naked in Africa with a meager existence, and the whites came over and captured them and pulled them over to the United States And because they captured them, their lives were better off than if they stayed over in the fields and in the jungles, half naked, trying to find food and trying to survive. This is what I thought. This was not true at all. I've stated this in previous videos that the original pharaohs were black. Major characters in the Old Testament of the Bible were black. This fact or this proclamation will be challenged. It will be rejected. But I dare you to go do your own research. I dare you to research. I dare you to look past what Google is telling you. I dare you to look past what Time Magazine is telling you. And I dare you to search. Search the archives, search the European archives and find out what these people looked like. The earliest artistic replications of these people. And look at that. There's history that I don't want to get into too much now, but there's history and there are records that are hidden and put aside and blocked from the population's knowledge that talk about the success and the accomplishments of our black historians. I don't want to say too much. I don't want to cover too much of it on this first podcast. But I wanted to start off with J.B. Stratton, the Stratton Hotels. Search your history books. Search the records. He was brilliant. He was consistent. He didn't give up. And once he obtained something of greatness or a level of greatness, it was deemed as a threat and he was torn down. There's a few other instances where the same story, same outcome, and I will cover that next week as we celebrate True History and Black History Month. I'm Doc V, and I'll see you next time.